Have you ever side hustled so hard that you accidentally reinvented agriculture? It might sound implausible when I tell you that I recently perfected ancient farming techniques that boost agricultural production. That's because I didn't. Started farming about 10 days ago. But right now we're putting pedal to the metal on backyard agriculture. And in this video, I'm gonna give you the grand tour of the homestead.
I'm Mikey Millions, and this is Homestead Homies.
Life begins with water. Anywhere there is water, there is life. And luckily for us, we have a big-ass aesthetic pond right behind our house. Right now, it's stocked with nothing but inbred guppies and tadpoles that are barely enough to keep the mosquito population down. But this pond can be a resource. If we stock it with something edible, we'll have an endless supply of bountiful fruit of the sea. Humans can eat a variety of fish. Bass and tuna are popular choices. We can even eat whales if we try hard enough. That's not even a fish, that's a mammal. But this is a freshwater retention pond, so it's gonna have to be tilapia. Getting licensed to import, breed, and harvest non-venomous species of fish, reptiles, and amphibians was a pretty painless process that took about 3 days and cost only $40. After that, it was a simple matter of getting the fish. I consulted a Florida company called Tilapia Depot, and they told me that my pond was a great space for tilapia. But think about what I just said. A company that sells tilapia told me that I'm in a great position to buy tilapia. Now, biases aside, we did spend about $120 to put 40 tilapia guppies in this pond. The tilapia made themselves at home, but they were hard to spot, so we went to PetSmart and bought a few dollars of bright orange fish we're calling tracer rounds. We hoped they would school together with the tilapia, but they just ignore each other, so that failed. But the tilapia did look happy on their own, so maybe we'll have fresh fish in a year. Since the pond can clearly support more life, we also rescued a few crawfish from the neighborhood cookout, spared from certain death. These crawfish don't know how good they have it. I haven't seen any since we released them a couple of weeks ago, but with any luck, this place will look like Louisiana by next summer. You might think it's impossible to raise goats and cattle in this small suburban backyard. And we agree. That's why we're raising chickens instead. It won't surprise you to learn that chickens are bred in over 200 countries for their eggs and their milk.
Oh yeah, you can milk anything with nipples.
With their versatility, chickens are a great choice for backyard farmers. And the most organic way to breed your chickens is to get them from the egg. But we don't have time for that, so we went to Tractor Supply.
Today we're buying chicken. Baby chicken.
For only about $4 each, we picked up 6 chicks. We have absolutely no idea if they're male or female, and if we somehow wind up with 6 roosters, I might be a little upset. But with some luck, we'll get at least a few healthy hens to produce eggs for us. For the next 6 weeks, these chickens will reside in the safety of my neighbor's spare bathroom. But in short order, we're going to build a nice coop for them right here in this grass. By September, we expect we're gonna have a nice steady supply of eggs. When you think of backyard gardening, you probably think of somebody spending $100 and giving up half of their yard to put in 10 weeks worth of work and then maybe harvest a handful of tomatoes. But all jokes aside, the truth is you actually can get a pretty bountiful harvest in a lot smaller of a space if you pick the right crops. And for us, we're talking about mushrooms and the old reliable potato. But we still need some materials, and we need to be efficient on money. So we went dumpster diving for lumber and metal to build our potato garden.
I am dumpster diving with Mike.
As an experienced dumpster diver, this effort was trivially easy. But for beginners, I recommend gloves and eye protection. I also recommend being sober through the entire process. These wooden pallets and planks will be deconstructed for conversion into farming equipment. By using vertical farming methods, we're going to pull kilograms of crops from an area of only a few square meters. The potatoes will be grown in a vertical bin recommended by Maimed Wahine or Wahine on Discord. This is going to produce roughly 50 kilograms of spuds in short order. The mushrooms will grow from some leftover buckets filled with grain spawn. Fortunately, mushrooms are not picky about their environment. By midsummer, we'll be eating and selling our homegrown feast of fungi. For those willing to support us on this ambitious endeavor, we set up a Patreon page. Every contribution is going to pay for an additional animal that you as the contributor get to name. We're gonna share pictures and videos of the animal that you adopted on the Patreon page. And for the first 10 people who sign up to be homies of the homestead, we're going to send you signed memorabilia that you won't find anywhere else. We hope you'll join us on this mission by subscribing and look forward to all of your brilliant ideas in the comments.